you guys conquered the depths of the library of the Waterlight University of Magic and made it to the arcane librarian slash guardian of the Forbidden Depths after winning over the librarian of the library itself. While there, however, you realized the folly of carrying around, an ex-opponent's decapitated head in your bag, as using strange magics, Isander, the flower-headed mage that you guys have fought before, burst out from Owl's bag and blasted him into the never-ending pit of the library. So, while there, you guys managed to throw Isander into the pit rather than Owl, after Owl rose up triumphantly, borne aloft wings of radiant light, and you managed to retrieve the book that you went there for, however, thankfully, preventing Isander from getting the book that he needed. And so, you all decided to walk out and go and get some rest, and during which time, you were pondering some of the recent going-ons, in particular, the possibility of reviving Luca, as well as the state of the Pikes after their leadership had been destroyed by the very, very gentleman who you, Walden, and Wisteria decided to make a pact with. And so, you went your separate ways to get some rest, during which time you ended up sleeping in until around noontime. So with the sun high in the sky and the general hustle and bustle of the... last I checked, back in the session, you guys were going back to the dorm that Cole had gifted y'all. But during the out-of-session roleplay, it seemed like you guys wanted to split up. Is that what you guys ended up doing?
Al originally wanted to go back to the dorm, but since Wisteria was going back to the hotel, he figured he'd go along. So Al, Tam, Wisteria, and Walden were all going back to the hotel, and Rail was going back to her shop for the night, is the conclusion I came to.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going back to my shop.
Yes.
All right.
We'll meet with Coley in the morning.
Then, in that case, yeah, you guys did decide to go ahead and meet up at Shameless, since it's kind of like a more central location to all of you. And at the end of the day, Coley does not mind meeting up with you there. So, one by one, you guys get there with Wisteria. You woke up in the morning after your family managed to get settled in a bit, and you decide to, go up and head downstairs to the dining area of the hotel. As you're getting up off your bed, you hear some voices, including one you haven't heard in a bit. Realizing that Carmine is actually home this time, you rush out and stop dead in your tracks. For standing next to your siblings, your younger sister turns around, dark tufts of hair at the end of her blue ears, and a blue-furred lion tail sticking out from behind her, with blue skin rather than your family's generally red. Wisty! Carmine rushes over and jumps into your arms.
Wisteria, accepts the hug, eyes wide, looking at Dahlia, and Mom just the look on her face of what the fuck happened here?
Your mom looks at you tired and goes, she went to sleep one night and woke up like that. Said she had a dream where she met some sort of... What was it again? I don't know, but she kept following a light through the woods. And it kept bouncing up and down, and I was so lost and I was so afraid, but eventually I got to this clearing in the forest. And looking up at the moon, I knew that everything was going to be okay, and when I woke up, I was like this.
Huh.
We've taken her to a couple of, medical professionals, both scientific and magical, and none have been able to tell exactly what happened here. They say that, biologically, she's identical to a brownie, but...
would Wisteria know what a brownie is?
Yes, it's a fey cousin to the goblins. So you can kind of think of them as kind of like the goblin equivalent of an Elandrin, where, they're basically goblinoids that stayed in the Feywild instead of coming out.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, still my little sister, so it's good to see you, Carmine.
I've gotten real good at magic, look! And she, like, sticks her hand out, and you see, like, the air kind of, like, get pressurized and shift, almost kind of like a haze during a hot day. But it's very visible, and in the form of a hand, just kind of grabs over a cup of tea, and it comes over to Carmine. She snacks it out of the air and hands it and goes, look, I made you some tea just in case.
How tall is she comparatively? So Wisteria is 3'10". How tall is she, like, compared?
She's, like, maybe only 2 or so inches tall, shorter than you. But she's taller than what's it called, the next oldest sister.
Gotcha. So I take the cup, look down at her and smile, and just, like, bend down and kiss her on the forehead. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
No worries. I'm going to go help Mom at the shop today, so, you know, I felt like I should wake up early and get things started. And we've been fairly busy nowadays, but...
Yeah, well, hopefully I can help you guys fix some of that, yeah? If all goes well, at least.
That'd be much appreciated. What plans do you have for today?
I have to head back to the library, have to meet with the rest of my party, and figure out what to go from there.
Okay.
But
well,
I'll try my best to be back around a little bit today, okay?
Okay. Well, stay safe, kiddo. And
Oh.
your, like, sisters collectively, like, just rush up and fucking to nearly knock you down. With like, Carmine's new added weight, just, you barely manage to stay on your feet.
Oh, goodness, kiddo, you're a lot stronger.
And so, you walk downstairs. Walden, you don't remember where you fell asleep. You remember the heavier drink that you had prior to.
That one was the iron shavings?
No. Some vagrant kept offering you a lobotomizer, and you just, you could not say no.
You took a lobotomizer.
Ooh.
So, you took a lobotomizer and woke up perfectly fine. Absolutely zero hangover or anything. Just,
Perfect.
No memories. That being said, though, what actually woke you up was both the smell of rotting vegetables and piss on the back alley in which you find yourself, and as well as a unshaven man throwing like bits and pieces of like vegetable at you, going, "You destroyed my temple."
Wait, like the fucking Skyrim quest?
Yes. So you looking around, you realize that like there's like rotting vegetables kind of set up around the alley in a vague city shape, with your head like very clearly mushing into a like pumpkin. Your hair is a little not feeling too hot, but you get up and kind of clean yourself off. Yeah, you owe me rent.
What? Do I look like I got money?
You stayed in my city. You destroyed my temple, killed an entire bakery family.
What? I don't remember any of this. I remember going to bed and waking up right here.
Yeah.
What?
But I remember you destroying things and sleeping in my alleyway. He flicks a rotting pumpkin seed at you.
Wait, you own this alleyway? I thought anybody could sleep here.
No, this is my spot.
It's kind of disgusting. You have all you got is trash and stinky vegetables.
I'm their god, and you tell me that they're disgusting. Be gone with you! And he starts wholesale, like, just ripping into vegetables and throwing, like, rotting seeds and, like, mushy flesh at you.
Oh, it's methanol. I got it in my mouth. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I fucking, like, whimper, like, I wouldn't say whimper, like, I'm getting pelted, I'm trying to get away. It's like, ah.
So as you're like, kind of like shaking off and wiping off like just dirty shit off of you, and as you do, you hear a voice from behind you. Damn, you're a hard man to find. Turning around, you see your new friend Orchid. She's standing there, spinning a dagger, like kind of flipping a dagger in her hands. She goes, didn't take it for one to take that sort of shit from anyone.
Wait, who are you again? Sorry, I just woke up in a trash bin.
Ah, right. Well, she seems kind of taken aback for a second. You remember we made a bit of a deal? You helped me get some illicit assassinations, and I help you track down the people on your list.
Sorry, give me a sec, I gotta think about this. Oh, wait, yeah, you were the... I blew some guy up, right?
Yeah, in broad daylight. It's still everywhere in every newspaper. Anyway.
What, really?
Anyway, I found your man. The guy we're looking for, top of your list? Yeah, well, I got a little bit of information for you. It might be a little more difficult than we're expecting. He's a priest to Manan, the god of the seas and the underworld.
Wait, which one in the list?
The first guy,
Ysander or Foistus? Or Farm? Oh, that's a lot of names.
There were a handful of names in there.
Oh, is Ysander still on there?
Ysander is still there, yes.
I see.
I mean, as far as, like, you saw and stuff, like, you don't have his, you didn't manage to, like, retrieve his soul.
Another time.
Did I send it to you on DMs?
Maybe. Let me look here.
Sure. That being said, she goes, here, and hands you a slip of paper with, she goes, a few more details over there, right in the back there.
Ooh, words. My favorite.
You tuck it away, keeping in mind that you're probably going to need someone to read that for you later.
I'm still recovering from the trash assault.
So, okay. Rail.
Yes.
I'm not sure how much sleep you think she would normally get, but with everything that's been happening, you couldn't quite get much tonight. And eventually, you just, out of sheer tiredness, you decide to get up and start messing around with your staff a bit. You spend at least a couple of hours, you're not quite sure how long, tinkering away and, inspired by, or at least driven by a realization that, it might be a good idea to have some form of ranged capability. You manage to MacGyver a working, pump action handle, as well as, a barrel to your staff. To the end of one of your staffs. Or to one end, anyway. As well as a slot in order that you can add either, buckshot or, birdshot. Just shotgun shells. It can't keep much in the way of ammo, but it definitely, will pack a punch if need be. Before you realize exactly that, or correction, before you can get around to making yourself some ammunition, however, you realize that the sun is well past up, and there's a couple people that have been knocking on the door. And mostly just people that are there trying to deliver shipments of goods that your dad forgot to cancel. But there are a handful of customers as well. Go ahead and roll a d4 real quick.
3.
The quick transaction that you did, despite being closed, netted you a hot 75 gold.
Nice.
In
That'd be
addition
nice.
to that, I am going to go ahead and shoot you stats for the gun there portion of your staff now. For all intents and purposes, the gun stats and everything are completely and utterly affected by everything that the staff itself is affected by. It is just an extension of the staff, meaning that you can use intelligence to make range attacks with it, applies to damage, etc.
Got it.
Alright, and lastly, Al,
Right.
where did you sleep last night, actually? I'm curious.
I was making my way back to the hotel with Walden, and at some point I lost him, being as exhausted as I was, and slept at the hotel in my room.
So, your sleep was not restful. It was very fitful, and you kept waking up in cold sweats and just not necessarily the nicest sleep you've ever had. You kept having just flashbacks, that vision that you had, still not sure of like what you had seen or what exactly any of that meant, but there was a name that kept popping up over and over and over, and this name, Torugale, you just kept it kept like coming to the forefront of your mind, and you're not sure what or who it was or is. You're not sure if they're still alive. You're not sure, what they have to do with any of it. But every time that you think of them, of that name, a vague memory, like the vaguest memory of soft flute music playing, reverberates in your mind, and you can't be sure. But you have almost a notion, urge to find who this Torugale is. You wake up, eyes still heavy with tiredness and the fitful sleep that you had, and eventually you just sort of sit up in your bed and look out at like the early morning at the time, and get up, go up to the washroom and just wash your face. You look back up at the mirror, and immediately you're shocked. You see like a tarry, almost cream white substance filling your eyes, spilling out of that, your nose, your ears, your mouth, just dripping with this shit. You try to wipe it away, you splash more water on you, and it's gone.
Oh, what the fuck? What was that? And I'm just continuing to rub my eyes, and what? Did I imagine it? And he's feeling around his face. Is there feeling for any residue that's probably not there? It looks thick and viscous, but his skin just feels like his skin.
It's just your skin. It's just your skin. It's just you.
What was that? What the fuck is going on?
You feel like a cold just sweat run through you, and you decide to go for a walk. So you get dressed and walk on out. While out and about in the cold morning air, a familiar voice yells at you, Hey, brother, come here. And from across the street, you see Esteban motioning towards you.
Morning, mate. What's up?
Hey, morning. Hey, you look like you've been through hell.
Oh, I certainly have. I promise you.
You need some of this? He opens up like a little tin and offers you a thick powder, like clumpy powder, deep red in color. He takes a little. Not that you know of. He takes a little pinch and just rubs it in the in between his gums and his lip.
Esteban, what is that?
Oh, this is fire moss. It helps me get through the day.
I've got to ask how.
Well, I mean, you see, it keeps me sharp. He gives you a wink as he says sharp. Anyway, listen. If you're not gonna partake, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry.
I appreciate the offer. I appreciate the offer. I've got a lot on my mind. I'd rather not imbibe something at the moment. Maybe later.
Sure. Of course.
Not this early. Not this early.
I get it. Listen. I might have a story just that hit.
Oh, do tell.
He pulls out a little the morning's freshly delivered and printed newspapers. He pulls out the top one and slides it your way. Look. He points vaguely at the thing, and you see a headline that says, "University university shocked. Break-in at the university has led to multiple class cancellations and one angry professor. Professor Gloom," and then like it cuts off. Then like another one says, "15-year-old cold case finally solved?" ? After a string of murders in the Southern Copperlight District, the Waterlight Police Department believes they have finally found the culprit to a series of murders that hit a series of murders and robberies that hit our community about almost 2 decades ago.
As soon as Al reads that title, he literally snatches the newspaper out of his hand and like starts reading feverishly.
You start pouring through, and it's talked about a detective that has apparently figured out who the perpetrator of like a series of like robberies and murders was. They're not ready to fully name drop the culprit, but the detective, one Killjoy, decides, or is mentioned multiple times, and it seems like whoever this motherfucker is, like, he might have a little more information for you.
Could I roll a history check and see if that name sounds familiar?
Yeah, go for it.
That's a total of 16.
It's not anyone you've ever heard of, or at the very least, not anyone from areas that you've dealt with in Waterlight. But you do see that you vaguely remember hearing about someone with that name being pretty famous for solving a couple of similar near impossible cases in Solemngrad to the south, and multiple cases in Sylvanastra.
Al's like breath is ragged and quick at this point. Esteban, is it just the paper? Do you know more?
Nope. Sadly,
Christ.
This like I said, this is a fresh batch, man. Like it came in like maybe like 2 minutes before you.
I'm going to keep this. How much do I owe you?
Yeah, just if you come up with any juicy information of your own, how about you make it worth my deal make it worth my while next time.
You've got it. I'll figure out something juicy for you in a bit. I swear. I've got a lot of balls I'm juggling right now, and I'll let you know which one opens up first.
Oh, I do not doubt it. Well,
I
in
appreciate
any
you.
case.
I truly. This is news. This is truly news. I wish you would have caught me at a better me, but it's been a few days. It truly
Listen,
has.
man. If you want, I can 5 copper, and I'll give you the tin of not copper, sorry, silver, and I'll give you the tin of fire moss.
No, I truly need to stay sharp at the moment. This isn't payment. This is information because I care for your well-being. There's things going on in the city. Watch your back. I
trust
can't. No. S1. It's bigger than it's been. Keep an eye on your back, please.
Trust me, I always do. And he like turns around and like parts his hair. And you've been acquainted with some other types of like tieflings before. You know that the tieflings aren't. Some tieflings are, born of different creatures from the infernal realms. But as Esteban parts his hair, you see a third eye with a cat-like slit pupil just staring back at you, unblinking.
Well, that's sort of something. I'm glad your back's literally watched, but you have to understand that's not exactly what I mean. I mean,
Sure. I know. Just
Esteban, you be careful. You be careful.
Well, damn. Yeah. I'll try.
Good. I'm gonna finish my morning walk and hope it clears some of the fog in my mind up a bit. You take care now, alright?
Hey, you too, buddy.
Thanks.
You too. By the way, here, and he just like throws a a random bag of chips that he has in his thing.
Appreciate you. And I'll
alright.
starts making his walk away.
All right. So, with that in mind, all of you have, at this point, fast forward a little bit after the walk, after business dealings, after waking up in an alleyway and having a nice time with your family. You all managed to coincide together in the lobby the lobby restaurant of Shameless. Right now it's noon. Wisteria is already there, in a separate table in a corner with, just kind of going over some information with some mooks.
So yeah, I'm just like talking with them, making sure things are getting
Yeah,
figured out.
mostly, making sure that your family has a nice little security detail given the shit that's been happening and that type of shit. So with that in mind, you managed to get there. You managed to get there first, and Al gets there second, with Wisteria. Walden and Rail walking in soon thereafter.
Morning, Al. Come get some breakfast.
Oh, morning. How did you sleep?
Slept fine. Met Carmine, or reconnected with Carmine.
Who's that?
Middle sister. She's blue, so that's pretty neat.
You make papa together?
She's my sister?
I'm sorry, no, I wasn't speaking in terms of that. I was literally thinking color. I promise.
No,
I'm not sure if you can. And Wisteria looking it out, there are bags under his eyes. He does not look well rested at all. I'm sorry. I'm not as quick as I normally am.
You're good. She taps on the shoulder of one of her guys and just can you get a cup of coffee for him, please?
Sure thing. Boss,
Thank
you want some sugar and cream, or you take a black?
I'll take a black today. I need a strong. Please, thank you.
Right.
Appreciate you.
You got it. And he rushes over. It's a very
Tembo.
Massively nosed gnome.
Just
That said, they all had.
Yeah,
last
no, I
names
know.
that ended Bo.
It just threw me for a moment. Thank you, Tembo.
Oh,
I'm just gonna start naming them all randomly.
No, I love it. Please do.
No. Hey,
Fantastic.
You have 10 little mooks. They can't help you in combat because they're literally just random some random schmucks.
They're just assistants.
Yes, you can go ahead and name them, all 10 of them.
I have to name all 10 of them?
I'll give you free reign to name all 10 of them.
Okay.
I want a gumbo.
Gumbo. Gumbo's one of them. Okay, I'm gonna get these on my
Gumbo
character
Baggins.
sheet once.
Alrighty.
oh. Is there a Drunko?
No.
No.
No. We are not seven dwarfsing this.
Just for reference, Al doesn't sit. He posts himself up against the wall nearby and waits
The
for
velvet
the
wall.
Tembo to come with his coffee.
The velvet wall feels cool on your skin after being blasted with the darn fangled new air conditioning. That is basically, it's basically they grab a kind of a Final Fantasy ice crystal, and then they grab a wind crystal and put it right behind it and just make the wind crystal go on full blast and just pushing the cold air through the pipes. All right, Walden and Rail, you both walk in at this point. with Tembo walking in with a tray full of coffee, as well as a little extra amenities, like some little thing of creamer, like it's a really cute, a porcelain and some sugar, all the goodies.
So I've came directly where I was sleeping to this point right now. So I smell like trash.
So what's new?
What? I wasn't this stinky.
No, but I just had to say it.
I mean, I was still homeless, but I wasn't like I
Oh,
sleep in trash homeless.
buddy, why didn't you just come in? We have a room for you. Why did you sleep out there?
I don't know. I don't know how I got there.
Okay, well, we can get you cleaned up. Just
You remember
Fuck.
the lobotomizer sliding down your throat and it being like marvelous.
I was here drinking, or I drank something, and then that was gone.
So that's why you smell like booze and trash.
oh, good morning, Rael.
Morning.
Also, I met a god apparently.
Uh,
The alleyway
Okay, cool. We're gonna
Nice.
we're gonna hit a timeout on that one.
Morning.
We can talk about it later.
Good morning,
Yeah,
Raoul.
Walden,
Morning,
Walden?
Walden.
Morning.
Rael, breakfast. Then we can all talk. We can decompress after this, but we need to eat.
Is that coffee
Alright.
I see?
I
Give
need
it
to
here.
eat 3 times the normal advised amount for a man.
Tembo, could you just for everyone?
Yeah.
I think I believe that.
He brings out this lavish. It's very cool today. He brings out this lavish breakfast stew. It's very hearty, very paprika-y. Like it wakes you right up.
Oh, that sounds divine right now.
Yeah,
Wow,
no,
it
that
actually-
honestly sounds so fucking good.
I would fuck up a stew right now.
It's
I'm
basically
so
like a more watery stew with a lot of paprika and spices, and it's got like vegetables and shit. And on the table side, he cracks basically an entire 12-pack of eggs onto it, and just basically
Oh,
poaches the eggs in the soup as it is.
bro, that sounds so fucking good.
Dust, you need to leave your Seth experience out of your DM experience. That is
This
not
is-
fair to us.
No. This is all fucking world building. Eat it, bitch.
I
will,
want to!
happily.
Literally.
Happily.
That's-
Culinary
you.
world building.
That being said, all right. So, you guys have your fill, and it's pretty fucking good. Like you guys are like, ooh. That's the reaction.
Ooh,
Shortly after, Grembo walks in, wordlessly and very kind of pointedly, doesn't really immediately talk to you. He seems to be kind of deep in thought and sits in the bar.
Al would make his way over there soon after he noticed him, most likely, just tossing it out there.
All right.
how far is he from us?
Maybe 3 or so tables down over.
She cast Fireball.
I was gonna toss a card for my deck of illusions, but
He is startled when he sees you walk up, and he's like, "Oh, hey, when did you get back in?"
Late last night. Good morning, by the way. You look like you're holding up a little better than I am.
I don't know. I wouldn't say so anyway. It was a rough night, I gotta admit.
I commiserate with that. I do. It wasn't the best night's rest for me either.
Hmm.
What's on your mind, mate? You definitely got a lot on it.
at this moment, Wisteria takes her self-served bowl of stew and just parks herself next to Grimbo. Not saying anything, just sitting near close by for support.
You realize it'd be better if I just walked over to your table, right? I actually didn't even see you guys when I came in.
Oh, well, I thought you were just. I mean, yeah, if you want to come over, sure. I just didn't want to make you move.
Well, no worries. Yeah.
Look, Tembo got food, so come get some breakfast, okay?
So yeah, he sits down and serves himself a nice steaming bowl.
Oh, this
And he
stew
goes-
actually sounds so good.
He looks at all of you, and the various the injuries that you could be recovering from at the moment, and you go, or he goes, I see you guys had quite the night as well. Well, should I start or do you want to? Because either way, I got some news, but...
Just night of studying at the library.
You can say that.
Knowledge.
Huh, well... right. I contacted someone to come and see what the potential cost of revivifying or even casting a full-blown resurrection spell on Luca would be. They say it may be impossible, but with some caveats. So I called in one of Thaden's men. He was never very much available last night, but or even one for resurrection in general. But you know, some of us within his organization are more than willing to help each other out in cases like this. That being said, he studied Luca's spirit web. That kind of thing, the thing that builds up his soul itself. Or I suppose you can say kind of like the skeleton to his soul. And, well, according to him, it's almost non-existent. It's mere dregs. If we want to revive him, we need someone who has a lot more experience rebuilding souls from scratch, almost. Someone with a very, very strong connection to a death god.
Achoo.
Yeah, I was gonna say Wisteria's eyes just like she's like got a spoonful, just like eyes slowly shift over to Walden.
Dust, lure me real fast. What kind of god would constitute a death god that is in the city? Like, that has an active chapel? Or is there any active
there is
places of worship of a major death god?
Well, I mean, this I feel would be a religion check if you yourself wouldn't be too familiar. So, I mean...
Oh, really? Yeah, sure. Why not?
Religion.
Oh, that's not bad. That's probably like a 15. Religion? Where's religion?
0.
Yes, 15.
That requires intelligence.
Do it with what's it called, with advantage, because Walden is right here.
Okay.
My present makes you know.
That's nat 20!
I'm just
That's a total of 23.
So, here in the what's it called, the Western countries, like the Western continents, there are two major death gods that are worshipped. There is Pharasma, who isn't as worshipped specifically in Voliv, but, you know, she has multiple smaller groups and followings spread throughout. And specifically in Manon, having a massive, massive following, and probably his biggest following in Voliv, is Manon. This chthonic, ancient sea god that very potentially predates the arrival of the rest of the Pantheon. So it's a very ancient death god that has a strong connection to around this area.
And there's a place of worship within the city for them? Yes, no?
Multiple.
Okay. Good to know, thank you.
I have sent a couple of letters so far over to the Mennonites to, you know, try to get anything going, a form of correspondence, but message spells, letters, it's been difficult.
Part of me worries that we might just have to make do without him. It's not easy, it's scary, but...
Grandpa, we, on our way back from the library last night, we did talk a bit as we were walking back. Luke has been around for a while. Was there no contingency plan for his passing? People die every day, but heart attack, anything medical. Get hit by a carriage.
his will had not been updated since. Well, he looked at Wisteria. Did you ever meet Micah? Luca's only direct son?
I don't. Above character, I don't think I have.
Okay.
I mean,
good.
that's up to you, Mr. DM, if I've met this person, but I don't think I have.
I truly think that you would remember had you met him. He's not a very popular member of the Pikes in general. Well, he attempted to start a bit of a extortion against Steel United about 2 months back. Before he could even get it off the ground, though, Luca found out and exiled him fully to Stormgrad. So, the only successors that we had aside from him were Micah's cousins, who all of them were partially assassinated or, otherwise predisposed by us, by the last word. So that leaves us in a bit with a predicament. Either we do try to continue on without him, we try to find some new way forward, or we have to find a way to contact Micah.
Based on Micah being not very wise and not very good with his decisions, I genuinely don't think we should try bringing him into this. If anything, the issue is that he finds out and then tries to take claim, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, he'll find out about his father's passing one way or another. But it's more of a matter of time as to when or how.
Exactly.
Well, he was exiled. Does he even have a claim?
Technically speaking, no. Legally speaking, potentially. His will, Lucas' will, like I had mentioned, had not been updated prior to his death. It was on his schedule, but he just never got around to it. And
procrastinators.
That very, very clear lack of responsibility and massive procrastination just effectively gave Micah control of every legal business dealing that Luca had in the city.
The fact that Luca didn't... You would think, being the head of one of the biggest organizations in the city, you'd have at least a little bit more contingency thought out. Like, it's almost embarrassing, not gonna lie.
Yeah, sorry, but my opinion of him is steadily going down.
That's ridiculous that he didn't think this far ahead.
No, I'd say it's all on the cards. Listen, you have to understand, he wasn't affected by a Fey impact, whatever you want to call it. His son went around his back to betray him. His family was slowly dying. I think everything's well within reason of his mistakes and misgivings up until now. I wish he would have done them better, but I can't rightfully blame the man. It's been a lot this past 2 months for him, I'd have to imagine. Especially not being in the right of mind.
Fortunately, he's in a position where the lives of many, many people relied on him, his planning, and he failed to plan.
Unfortunately so. Unfortunately, his lack of foresight could very well have us looking at potentially, war with the other gangs in the city, with getting completely overtaken by some newcomers with just sheer chaos in our districts until the government, comes in and takes it over.
Now, I've always been a man of morally grey is alright if it's at the behest of the majority. This is a gang. A fourth right, that's what it is. You guys have connections, and thus and therefore, it's not out of the realm of possibility for a forger to draft up a new will.
But to who?
That's
It's not a bad
that's-
idea.
That's what you have to decide right here and right now, before Micah gets wind.
So, they're not wrong. He looks at you, Wisteria. Technically speaking, due to a hilarious lack of foresight and my own betrayal of the Pikes, we are the last leadership available. What say you?
I mean, I don't know if I exactly have the skills to, handle this. I'm not against it, but it's also like with Coley and all this stuff going on and needing to go into the Shadowfell, I don't think I can handle just being in charge. I can't balance the two, If you think that I can do both, then I'll do both. But you're a higher up than I am. You know much better than I do what the actual work detail looks like.
For what it's worth, there's always the possibility of being a figurehead.
Okay. No, you're right. You're right. Right now is not the time for any form of hesitation on this. I just...
Listen, I am okay with, as Al said, being a figurehead. Making a few decisions here and there, filling out some paperwork where I can. I don't need to be making the big decisions if we can get you to bring in people who can help us make those decisions on a little bit of a more linear level.
Listen.
Delineating tasks,
Exactly. So, what I propose here is you are currently out and about. You are actually, making some form of change one way or another here. So, if we make you this figurehead, you would be effectively the public face for the Pikes. You could even potentially give a brand new, start a new name for us. If you just continue what you're doing, if you continue bringing a good name back to the Pikes, after Luca has been sadly squandering it for so long, then I will do everything I can from the back of the, behind the scenes, making sure that everything gets done.
I feel the need to ask for clarity. Is your means to rebrand or conjoin your group with the Pikes? That's to Granville, not to Wisteria.
Like the Watchers?
My group,
Correct.
Essen.
Correct. The one that's somewhat
I
put
even-
us in this position?
I haven't considered it, but he pulls, reveal, once again pulls down his shirt a little bit, so you can see his tattoo on his on his left pec.
Does Wisteria drool?
Her pupils go wide.
It's dim at the moment, and he goes, I haven't been able to get in contact with them for a bit.
It's
Neither
not just
have we.
us. It's not
Truthfully,
just us.
I
Truthfully,
tap my tattoo.
I can. You tap it. It like lights up for a moment. It kind of like pulses, but it stays dim.
It's like when you step on redstone in Minecraft.
He goes. In a way, all this happened in part because or at least this part of things. I'm not quite sure about, he kind of motions to, like, just generally towards your direction, whatever y'all have going on, but, at least the problems with the Pikes partially started because I decided to go against the Pikes. I decided to try to course correct. I let the last word try to help, and in a way, this is where it got us.
What you did was attempt to fix a broken machine. There's no fault in that. None at all. Sure, you might not have done it perfectly, but I mean, hey, we're not all technicians. But I think given what we've got now, with you and I at the helm, bringing in people who can actually handle the offloading, making sure tasks are properly delineated,
Hello, Bubs.
we can get this done. Also, hi Sama. Yeah, we can figure this out. We just need to take what we've got, figure out what we've got, and organize it from there.
That being said, it's prevalent that you, Grumbo, you declare where your loyalty lies.
He looks at, all of you, like one by one.
And it's not to me, not at all. But you need to decide and affirm where you stand. You can't rebuild on a shaky foundation. We need a sturdy base. And if that can't be you, we need to know.
No, you're right. You're right. He looks at his at the tattoo. I have seen where putting my faith on higher powers leads. In this case, I think we should do it ourselves.
Wisteria chuckles at the mention of faith on higher powers. It's funny we say that, considering, the Pikes are a business opportunity for the smaller folks of the town. Why would we ever think that putting folks that are higher is better?
I take your point.
We keep it low to the ground for a reason.
Must be terrible not be able to give a high five.
We got a low five. And I offer a low five to Grimbo.
Grumbo hits it, stands up, and then just long or high jumps, and with his 20 strength, easily fucking nearly touches the roof or the ceiling. I mean,
I'm gonna roll a discomposure check for Wisteria right quick.
Go for it.
That's a 12. I think that's probably fine.
Add your charisma.
14. I think I'm good.
You lightly blush.
She's impressed.
That's sick. Okay. So, all right, yeah. I'll go get that paperwork drafted up and see if I can't pull some strings, get my get it put in ASAP before Micah catches wind of this.
Alright.
That's wise.
Let me know when you've got the... Sorry, go ahead, Al.
I was just saying that's wise.
Yeah, just let me know when you've got it drafted up to put me at the head. And in the meantime, I suppose in any free time that you have, look for people that you trust among us to to bring up a
Sus.
little bit. Sus. Hey, that's pretty sus, Grimbo.
Listen,
look for those among the organization that you trust enough to at least bring up to like where I was.
I will.
No.
I will. Likewise, you do have 10 of our most loyal men with you. So, choose a handful from among them as well.
I look at Tembo with just like I'm looking at like a dog I know I'm not gonna buy at the shelter.
He's just
That's fucking
wall-eyed.
terrible. That is so horrible. That's a terrible sentence. Regret it. Regret it, please. That was horrible. How dare? How fucking
Like
dare?
I'm just like, oh buddy, you're so good, but I can't.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, who exactly are these guys?
Just some
They're-
fucking schmucks.
They're some of the most loyal members of the Pikes. We have Tembo, Gumbo, Jimbo, Bumbo,
No.
Dumbo.
No.
He's just listing. No, he's listing off like a bunch of them, including his own men.
We have a lot of bows here.
It's
Is there a reason for that, or
No?
was that a very popular name?
it's cultural.
Yeah, it's like a dwarven name.
Got it.
Or a gnomish name, rather.
No, it's more just like a what's it called, a classic Underdark Volivian name.
Hmm.
Alright,
Yeah, I got named after a tree, so.
So
I'm sure the honorable bows are very trustworthy.
We have an army of bows.
Trust
Grim,
bow.
you're locked in with the Pikes. You're done with, potentially done with Aiden. We'll see if he has anything to say for himself. I have some gripes myself with that man.
I sincerely hope that he can't access like recordings or something with these things. But yes,
Do you think I should work
looks
on...
like you're gonna need a nice suit soon.
Yeah, well, if I've got the money we usually bring in behind me, I'm sure I can get something nice and good fitting. Now this thing, and she like gestures to her tattoo on her arm. Do I need to worry about like getting this off? It's kind of visible. It's on my arm.
yes. Well,
Is it still glowing?
hers is like ever so slightly brighter than the others.
Yeah, because I used the fuck out of mine.
That's why I was asking.
it's
I was
pretty good.
asking if it had cooled down overnight, or is it still the same luminescent, or
No,
what?
it's definitely like a lot dimmer, but it is still
Okay.
like a tiny bit. So I know that you guys have to get back to Coley with the book. Which, by the way, who has the book at the moment? This is out of character.
I have
Not me.
The Nature of Shadows in the Fell by Inquisitor Hastings.
Yes,
I have that one on
Wisteria
me.
has it.
I also have a small titleless journal. I don't know what that is.
I think what's his name told you to pick that up. The pseudo dragon.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, but I think the pseudo dragon told you to pick it up.
I can watch back. But yeah, I fully have no idea what that is. I also have a 5th level Dispel Magic Tome. I've got 3 cool books on me, apparently.
Yeah.
I think Rail picked up a book as well yesterday. Or last
Yes,
time.
and in my inventory it says "cool journal."
Okay. If I remember, did you pick one up as well, Walden? I don't remember.
A book?
Well, I
like,
picked up a coloring book, I think.
we picked up
Wait.
different ones. I know the main person converted my book into a pop-up one.
Right. That being said, yeah, I imagine Coley would be interested to hear back what happened, especially since I read the news, something about an infinitely falling object located inside of the deepest part of the library.
Not sure anything about that
Never
infinite
heard anything
falling.
about that.
Well, all right, sure. I mean, yeah, all right, yeah, no, yeah, you're right, yeah, sure.
Oh my god, I finally fucking found my other slipper. I've been looking for this thing for weeks.
Wisteria
Unrelated-
finds her
Where
slipper.
was it?
It was underneath the shelf where I keep my PC tower, so there was no way I could have ever seen it. How the fuck did it get down there? Oh my god, I'm very happy I found that. Sorry, completely unrelated to D&D. I just
That's okay.
I stuck my foot under that space. I'm like, that feels like sandal. And sure enough, I pull it out. There's the other fucking slipper.
Wisteria gains, and you realize that she had her slippers on from the morning.
Wisteria,
Well, about that-
add a +1 chancla to your inventory.
Can I?
Chancla.
Can I have a chancla?
+1 chancla,
Chancla.
sure.
Sure, I'm just gonna write that in there, but I'm not gonna actually give it stats. It's just gonna be a +1 chancla.
+1 to
Yeah.
happiness when consumed.
You'll throw it at the big bad at some point.
I don't think I'm
It's,
Latina enough to have a chancla.
No, it gives you a +1 fear stat to
+1 to intimidation?
Yeah, +1 to intimidation for people from there.
Only to NPCs under the age of 18.
No,
So I
to-
can
to-
intimidate my siblings with it?
No, you don't get it. Specifically to people from the Ruvrian League.
From the what?
The Ruvrian League.
That is
I don't know
a
what that
country.
is.
That's a country.
That's one of the countries.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Very Hispanic-inspired country.
Alright, well, thank you. Okay, so we talked to Coley. We get that situated there. What are you going to be doing here for now, Grimbo? You said you're going to work on getting that new will drafted up?
I'm getting that will drafted up. I'm pushing it through multiple, in giant air quotes, legal channels in order to make sure that it's, the one that gets sent to Micah once the state gets everything settled. And likewise, I am going to be getting your mother a full-time job at the local hospital, which Luca had a stake in.
I really appreciate that. Hopefully, Dahlia and Carmine won't need to work as much. I can never pronounce her name right. Carmine.
That
was out of character.
Hopefully. No worries. Hopefully. Well, in any case.
Is that in character, Jan?
Sure. So.
One last thing. The medicine for Poppy. How is the order on that looking?
It should be coming in within the next week.
Gotcha. All right, thank you.
Yeah, of course. We'll have to shift some finances around as well. Now that I think about it, for that, it's very expensive. What exactly is her? Nah, that's not for me to ask.
I was never told. I was just told she was sick.
Interesting. All right, I'll see if I can't get in touch with your mom a little bit later.
All right, thank you.
No worries. That being said, Toodles, y'all have a good day. And he saunters on off.
I didn't think Grumbo would say Toodles. But I guess it makes sense.
He can say whatever he wants.
He's just a Toodles kind of guy.
Yeah, something, his toodles.
What?
This fucking joke character.
This
He's
joke
got some
character who
power.
looks like fucking buff Markiplier. I'm sorry, I don't know what you want from. Regardless of the fact that he looks like Markiplier, he's actually a very lovable character who's very supportive and kind. Okay. I'm justified in my semi-attraction to him. Anyway, should we just make our way to Coley, or Walden? Do you wanna wash up first?
What? Oh, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
shaking out some, since my head was in the rotten pumpkin, like some pumpkin seeds are coming out of my hair.
Go
No.
hit the showers. I'll have someone run some laundry for you.
Almost like the fucking Darkest Dungeon announcer's like a most rancid smell.
Yeah, I get Tembo's just my guy today, so I asked Tembo to run a quick load of laundry on your stuff.
We cannot go to Coley just yet. I've been looking for the past 2 minutes. Where can I find that note that the professor's assistant dropped on the way out of the library before the day of when we went into the library? I'm looking for
Defunct
what that.
player notes.
I thought I
Okay,
gave it to
fuck.
Thali.
Yeah.
Where is that?
but it's in defunct player notes because I don't know what's defunct. It was still relevant.
Because I'm a piece of shit. I'm
Oh,
gonna
it's all good, man.
I'm gonna put it into handout information. There we are. Thank you.
I was unaware there were still defunct areas.
Oh yeah, they're in DM only.
God, so only us three can see it then.
Correct. That is what the note said. Right. So before we go back to Collie, it would, especially since the university might be on a little high alert. You saw, well, I don't know if you saw, and Al hands over the newspaper. They're already writing about us, folks. So maybe we might want to mess with this book and this magical lock before we go back.
Now,
Or,
pause right quick.
maybe even have Collie come over to us.
Pause right quick. We are in the lobby of a hotel. This is not the great place to be doing this either.
We're in the lobby of a gang hotel. It's kind of pretty safe, objectively.
If you trust it, sure.
I mean,
I'm not your boss.
I'm fine with moving it to a room, but I just said we should really get that checked out before we, at least give it a shot before we go to Collie with not any answers. I'd like to give the book a once over myself.
I could send
Wisteria
someone-
is right, though. We should probably find a more private space to do this.
Right?
I could have one of my guys send for Coley. Maybe
Could
pick
you?
her up
Yes.
here.
Yeah, I think Tembo would be a good one for that.
No. Tembo's doing laundry.
That was very good at laundry.
Fuck. And now I need to come up with another name. You. Sorry, I don't know your name right now. I'll get to that later.
You.
Can you get a car and drive it to the university? See if you can't get Coley to come here.
Professor Coley.
Professor Coley of the university. I don't know the university's name.
Are
I'm
you,
not a very
are
good
you
boss
making
yet.
are you making the noise that normal humans make?
Yes.
For them.
Dust. Hold on. Take my car first. Oh. Right. So
I need to come up with names for these guys now.
I suppose Rao, Walden, Wisteria. Grumble walked off at this point? Question mark.
Yes, he's
okay. Just making sure.
he's
I wasn't just talking to the group and like not addressing him. I think my room's only on the second floor. You want to go there real fast and
I mean,
see what we can do with the book.
we can go to the penthouse.
That's a lot of stairs.
Do we have an elevator?
No.
yeah, there's an elevator. It was out last time, but it's back up and running.
Yeah, we'll just take the elevator up to the penthouse, and yeah.
Right, let's do that. And we do that.
All right.
Right, Wisteria, can I see that book, please?
Oh yeah, of course. And she happily hands it over.
Right, I suppose the best things to do first is the basic. And Albertam speaks to the lock, with gusto and forwardness. Respect me.
The lock begins jingling and nudging and almost partially seems like it wants to open for you. But you realize something. You've seen like a padlock before, you know, the like, I guess like rounded bit connects to the actual lock itself, and one end of like the little arch like comes out, right? Well, it seems like both ends of that like arch that are like keeping the lock in place are almost like not welded, because there's no like welding, but it almost seems like there was never a way to open it technically. It's like nudging and trying to open, but it doesn't seem like it quite can.
Let me see that note that we got. Broken. If it's alive, maybe it can be reasoned with. I think maybe it's alive? Maybe we can talk to it?
Or if you threaten it. What if you like point the gun at the lock and attempt to shoot it open?
I mean, that is a choice.
It looks like it wants to open, but I'm not sure. Can I try? I'm not trying to meta it, but can I like roll to persuade it open? Alright, no. Here. Here's what I'll do. Al traces his finger up and down the lock.
Stroking it gently.
Now won't she be a good lock and open up for me?
Shut the fuck up.
What are you doing, Al?
And I'm gonna roll to persuade. I don't care if it's the right thing to do or not.
It doesn't even budge.
What's it, 21?
Oh, you did the opposite, I guess.
I tried.
Maybe it likes women.
No, I don't
Not
think...
it.
I'm not trying it.
Is there the...
I'm not too entirely sure what to do.
Can you like pour magic into it?
That's an idea. Dust, can I roll a history? You can totally tell me no. Don't feel bad if you have to tell me no. Can I roll a history check and see if an awoken item rings a bell in my head at all? You're totally free to. Okay.
No, I'll go for it. Go. You can roll the history check for it.
Alright.
I have 9 of these NPCs named.
Oh, that's not that great. That's a total of 12. I need to stop hitting the... I feel like anytime my dice hits something, it's a bad roll, and I want to re-roll it. But I don't want people to think I'm re-rolling because it's a bad roll. I hate when my dice hit something instead of just rolls the whole time it's supposed to roll.
No, dude, I completely understand. Trust me,
it bounced off my keyboard twice. I'm like, oh, I hated that. I just gotta take it though. So that was a total of 12.
Can you roll on the floor?
I mean, you could. I play Warhammer though. Like, I completely understand, man. Like, sometimes it just.
I don't like when my dice hits things. I hate it.
Yeah.
And then you can't roll, especially because like my mic picks it up. They're like, "Oh, he's cheating." I'm like, not cheating. I didn't even. If I could have like closed my eyes and grabbed the dice and not look at all, I would have. But I saw the number, and now it feels like I'm cheating to both me and the people listening. Yeah, it's a predicament. But I rolled a total of 12 on history to see.
Remember, you guys. I should probably remember to like remind y'all, but you guys start with 1 hero point every. What's it called? Like 1 inspiration every.
Every day.
Every session, yeah.
No, I didn't know that. I thought those were things we earned by doing cool things and they could stack up if we had them stack up.
You do, but you also get 1 per like session.
Dust, can I have a fairy?
A what?
A fairy. They're a small
No.
race.
You can have an owlin.
Oh, what?
Ooh, an owlet. That's still
Can
good.
I have a small Kenko?
Can you
It
ask this
doesn't
during
matter.
not the session?
No, you know what? No.
Good.
Okay.
No, cool. No.
know what?
You said it. Stick with it. No. You said no. That is fine. You can tell us no. We are
Tell
not.
me no.
You can have a child Aarakocra.
No.
Yeah.
I'll just fucking give them. I'll just take another gnome. It's fine.
But no child service? No, like you're not gonna get the child slave. I mean, working.
It's the
I'm
1920s.
fine.
There's children
Everyone's-
working all around.
I'll just make another kobold. It's fine.
A pair of them.
Actually, no,
That's
there's just
the
too many kobolds. I need another dwarf. Okay, I have all 10 of them named.
All right, cool.
Did
cool.
the-
Awesome.
did a 12
send
on
them to
history
me when you
check.
get a chance.
Did a 12 on the history check ring any bells about an awoken object?
Sadly, not that you remember.
Okay.
It's not. It's at the very least not something that you have heard about in your line of work. Somebody with a name like that would probably, it would probably stick with you.
So I'm not too sure what to make of it. I can try to say respect me a few more times, each time more insistently.
What if we do it together? As a group.
That's an
Awkwardly
idea.
together.
Sure. Everyone ready? On 3, as in 1, 2, 3, say it.
On the 3.
On
Okay,
3.
do we say 3 or do we just...
I'm going to say
afterwards?
3, and then we say respect me, convincing me to the lock. Everyone ready?
Probably.
Guess so. It's worth a try.
1, 2, 3. Respect me.
Respect
Respect
me.
me.
Wisteria decided not to. That's fine.
I
The
don't.
lock,
This
the
is a
lock
silly
starts-
thing.
the lock starts shaking and like vibrating violently, almost like it's possessed. Like it starts thrashing, and the entire book is like now like shaking, making the entire table shake, and then it just stops.
It just wants to release.
Can you please open? Please open for us.
Pretty please.
It has no mouth and it must scream.
Wisteria puts her hand to the book, gives it like the fucking Spider-Verse like shoulder touch, just says, "I respect
Hey.
you."
Okay.
Oh.
How does
So-
it react to being told that it is respected?
Oh.
It can't. It's once again just kind of like shaking back and forth.
Okay, so it doesn't open at that. I thought I was trying to be like,
No, that was smart. That was really smart. So here's another option we have.
Shoot it.
she pulls the gun off her
No,
out of her
no,
holster.
no.
Shoot the lock.
One of you acquired a book last night that might be helpful to getting this lock off. I'm not sure which one of you it is.
I pull out the picture book. That looks
No.
like a children's book.
Thank you. Let's try again.
What?
Which one of you got the Dispel Magic tome?
Oh yeah, we can dispel magic.
I've got one.
Yeah.
Let me be clear, I'm not sure this is a smart idea.
Probably
It
not.
might become a not entirely. Wait, fuck.
That's not healthy. You should go look at a doctor for that.
Maybe we should
Shut
consult
up.
Coley before dispelling magic.
Yes, So we've been at this probably for like 10 minutes now, Dust. Has anything have changed? Like, I don't know how far a car would be able to go and get back. I think at the moment...
No, it's
Yeah.
been about 30 minutes, and
Right.
thankfully it's
Okay.
like past I guess the bad traffic hours.
It's probably like 1:30,
Oh, yeah.
2 o'clock now.
Yeah, just about.
Not a creature. Oh.
Alright, so let's,
So
before we do anything, we should
after
probably
a
wait for
bit,
quality, yeah.
yeah. As you're basically saying that, Coley comes in, holding a like stack of papers, kind of awkwardly. She's kind of like shiftily looking around, and well, as soon as she sees you, she kind of relaxes and she like runs over and goes, "What the hell is wrong with those people?" And what's it called? Who did you send?
I sent one that was unnamed. I'm gonna say that was Austin.
Wow.
Osten.
Poor
Okay,
Austin.
so
Well, I've
So-
named them all now, so I'll say it was that one.
Austin like comes up and he goes,
Oh!
Austin.
It took me a second to even process the noise you made. It sounded like a chicken clucking. And I'm like, oh, his mic cut out. But no! Fucking Christ, Dust.
Oh yeah, there's something. Sorry about that. Austin, you're good to head back down. You can finish your breakfast.
"More."
Thanks. Fucking hell! I give all these people names just for them all to be the fucking same indistinguishable Gulp.
Garp.
No, this is his gimmick.
Okay,
This
so
is-
Austin's like that. Okay, cool. Do you
this
want all
is
those names,
one-
by the way, everyone?
Good afternoon, Coley.
Yeah, send that to the game chat.
No, because it's gonna be a distraction.
Good afternoon. Sorry we sent someone less than verbal to get you, but... It was a long
Realistically, we
night
kind of
for
needed
us.
you to come here.
Yes, we got the book. It's got an awoken lock on it. I'm not sure if that rings a bell for you, but it doesn't for me. I'm not certain what that means, but we tried to get it open with what we assume to be the passphrase, and it seems to want to open, but seems not able. Do you have any information you can glean to us?
Do you? Okay. Yeah, I can. I can get you pointed towards the right direction at least. So, an awoken object. Okay, let me put it this way. Imagine one day waking up and realizing that you're alive. Prior to that, you are aware that you are an inanimate object, and you're happy with being an inanimate object. And all of a sudden, you are an inanimate object with full sentience. You understand what it means to be alive, and you know that you are partially alive, but you're still an inanimate object.
So they're not a creature.
Not fully.
And I suppose this is a two-part question. How does that happen, and how can we get it to open the lock?
A great deal of magical power. At the end of the day, they do have their own free will, but she casts detect magic. I think that whoever cast this is very good at hiding their steps. However, I see a faint amount of transmutation magic cast on it. Yeah.
You know it was Professor Gloom, what the fuck. Right? She's the only one that would handle the book. And in fact, this note, and Al hands the note. He actually didn't have the note. I think Rail has the note. Al hands the note that he stole out of Rail's hand to Coley. And this note that I believe her assistant dropped is what keyed us in thus far. So, Professor Gloomwike was the one who animated this lock. As far as I can tell.
She kind of adjusts her glasses and goes, very, very likely, it seems. As for why, wouldn't even know where to begin, truthfully, but it does seem like she's very likely our culprit in this case. But once again,
So I suppose that just begs the question: how do we get it to open?
That does present a bit of an issue. Do any of you know anything about transmutation magic?
Can it be dispelled?
It can. I mean, most magic can be dispelled if it comes down to it, depending on how strong the original spell casting it was.
Would
You
it be
want to roll an
safe?
Arcana check to see if I know anything about transmutation magic?
Sure.
I'm gonna roll my galaxy dice.
Space.
Space.
And I'm moving stuff out of the way, so I only have to roll it once.
Lies.
Yeah. No. 8. No, I probably don't know anything about transmutation magic.
Okay, well, I can try to figure out something to, get this open. In the meantime, by the way,
Is this...
supposedly...
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. So, supposedly, there has been an extended effort to retrieve a handful of books and some other objects that fell down the center of the Forbidden Library. What,
Don't know what happened.
Wasn't us.
Okay.
The less you know, the better.
And what about the
Probably
Like-
not us either.
The headmaster's prize homunculi that were slaughtered wholesale?
Wasn't us.
The less you know, the better.
You think we look like we could do that?
Don't answer that.
Yeah, she's staring straight into
I
a.
can say safely no goblins were involved in the murder of any of whatever those were.
Oh, right. That's convincing.
Um,
Great.
Is dispelling it an option? We do have
We can
access to
try.
doing it. Would that actually open it, or would that screw us and make it a not an unopenable?
Well, when an object is woken, it is alive. It's not just.
Magic.
Yeah. It is, for all intents and purposes, quite literally, a living object that isn't actually alive.
So it's like casting Dispel on a person with magic capabilities. They won't stop having
Yeah.
magic, they just can't use it at the time.
In fact, look at this. She keeps snapping her fingers, pointing like at each one of you, and you feel like a slight tingle, as like
Ooh.
what's it called? She casts Dispel magic on like each of you.
How many
What?
fucking
That's
spell
like-
slots you got?
More than us. They're all damn.
NPCs don't follow
Dang.
rules. It's fine.
I
We should
get
bring
six
Coley with us.
I get 6 spell casts a day. It's okay.
Wait, so just
Right.
do it on the
So,
book?
I want to know what spell level we even begin here, though. I'm not even sure if
So-
I'm strong enough
Well,
to do it.
What do you
Here.
just cast on us?
Let me try.
wait,
First
wait.
level. Why would I spend the stronger
Oh.
level trying to like?
Get
Um,
the
potentially
book.
dispel-
I'm
Okay,
going to talk to the lock real fast. Just a second, Cody. Little lock. So I'm understanding now that you're alive. Can you psych if you understand me?
It kind of does a little, like, you kind of read it as a nod.
Okay.
Wait.
So
don't
you
understand.
are alive. You can understand me. This is psych if yes. Do nothing if no. Do you want to die?
What? Who else? Okay.
Bro.
That's my job.
No. Going off of what a collie said, a non-sentient object that knew it was non-sentient is suddenly forced into sentience. It is not out of the realm of possibility that it might just want to not be sentient anymore. If I were a rock, I'd want to stay a rock. Personally. I don't want to be a living rock. So I asked that question, little rock, sake if yes, do nothing if no. Do you want to die? And I'm not threatening you, I'm asking literally.
It doesn't shake.
Alright, so it wants to live. I'd feel bad if we dispelled it now. Little lock. I said rock, now I'm fucking messing my words up.
Wow.
Little lock, sake if yes, do nothing if no. Are you able to open?
Yeah, it shakes. Or correction, it shakes.
Okay. I can only do so much with yes or no questions. Can you, yes for the sake for yes, do nothing for no. Are you able to open up at our behest?
It doesn't shake.
Fascinating. And I want to ask why, but I can't ask why. It's not a yes or no question.
Shake if yes, do nothing if no. Does a specific person need to be around to make you open?
It seems to kind of like vaguely, very, very vaguely, like almost like hesitate. Like it does like a like instead of doing like a normal like shaking that it does, which is kind of like a side to side deal for like a short amount of time. It is a single like just like a single movement.
Does a specific person have to command you to open?
It does nothing.
No. Okay, so we're missing some reason for it to open, but it doesn't have to be a specific person. It does. My worry at the moment was that it has to be Professor Gloomwike to get it open. So, out of character, Dust. I don't want to spend a whole session fizzing with Locke. Is there anything we can do to expedite that just a little bit? I don't know.
I mean,
I don't want to spend our whole session doing this if we can avoid it. So I'm asking for outside advice.
Level
You
5
don't-
spell tome.
You don't have to. It's just like I don't want to waste a whole session. Is all.
listen.
Yes.
Listen, no, I completely understand,
Yes.
100% understand.
Yes.
But that's D&D, baby.
That's
First
fine.
of all, secondly, like,
I understand. I'm asking you a precarious question, but it didn't hurt to ask.
yeah, no. So, the thing is, like, I don't want to like handhold you,
No.
but there are multiple solutions to this problem.
Okay. So I'm done talking to God for the moment. Coley, do you have any ideas? Besides the spell, because it wants to
You know,
live, and I'm not one to
We're
just...
not killing it.
I don't want to kill it.
Oh.
I don't want to
Well,
kill it if I can
This
avoid
spell
it.
magic wouldn't kill it.
Kali just said it
But
would.
what would it do if it wouldn't kill it?
Do we even care at this point? We want to open the book.
Yeah, open it. Leave.
I step
I'm done.
outside and call for Tembo.
I mean, Tempo's like in a different floor.
I call
at the
for
moment,
whoever's
but-
closest, and I say, "You insert name here."
Here, I'll roll a d10.
Which one will it be?
It's Austin.
Austin, good to see you, Mike. Can you get me some bolt cutters? Thanks. And I
And
figure,
he what's it called? Rushes over to like the nearest store to get you some bolt cutters.
The sound.
so as he hands over the bolt cutters. Little Locke,
Yes.
I'm not too sure what to do, but I figure this is an option. It's not going to kill you. It might hurt a little. I'm not sure if you can feel pain. I hope you don't.
Wait.
But I'm going to give this a
Neutering
shot.
It's
Shut up.
Neutering it.
Shut up, Warden.
You didn't even put it to sleep. It's gonna feel everything.
So I'm going to attempt to, I'm assuming it's like kind of like a half circle lock. As a padlock would be.
That's literally what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
kinda what I
gonna
was
try
trying
and
to
snip enough metal to where I can... I'm gonna try and snip it once to begin with.
All right. So, you put it right at the base of the of like the where the like semicircle connects to the lock proper, and you start like forcing it. You know, we're trying to cut this lock, and it's like shaking, and as you manage to cut the piece, it stops shaking.
I think you just killed it.
Well, I feel bad, but
You could have dispelled
Will it open?
I try to open it.
Yeah, the lock is open now.
You killed it. It cost its life.
Little
because of
Locke,
this.
Psych if you're still alive.
It's dead.
Well, I'm a murderer.
You killed an
Thanks, Ellie.
innocent awakened book. We could have used that tome, that level 5th tome, to probably not have, I don't know, not killed it.
Alright,
Instead, you cut
so-
off its wiener. I mean, it's a lock piece.
It's Wiener.
This wiener.
Listen, at least Coley's sighs and goes, listen, at least it's not in, this isn't Daitaya where you know, awoken objects have rights, you know, so you're good for now. For
Oh,
now.
so you're a criminal in at least one country.
I'm a criminal in many countries, I'll tell you that. But that's neither here nor there.
And I
Coley,
took pride in it.
again, you didn't hear that. Because it was a joke, I promise. I rolled a persuader. I don't know.
A persuader.
Persuader.
Or is it deception? I'd have to roll to deceive.
See, a persuader is actually something that Walden almost drank last night, but instead he took the
The
whatever the fuck it
lobotomizer.
was, lobotomizer.
Lobotomizer.
Right, so,
Lobotomizer. I barely know her.
I killed the book.
Plus my
I mean, I killed the lock. I feel bad. But the lock, and I was gonna twist the lock open and start look into the book and see if he can read it. if that's a feasible thing for him to do at the moment.
What is he doing again? Like,
Taking the lock off and seeing if I'm capable of reading.
okay, yeah. You pop it open. It's like the first page. It is an incredibly dry treatise on like what's it called, interplanar travel, as well as some slight I don't know how to explain it fully, like just incredible like technical mumbo jumbo about planar travel.
Thus, it's resting on
That
my
being
mind.
said,
Sorry.
That being said,
Go ahead.
no worries. That being said, give me a. I don't even know how you would like formulate reading something. Well, you eventually get to a section that is talking about the heraldic crisis that led to the whole Shadowfell's kind of like seeping into the world through Oslin in the first place. And you see a familiar name. You read that during this time, an archangel by the name of Torugel had led the defenses of the material plane, but disappeared shortly thereafter. By the end of the heraldic crisis, his lieutenant and I don't even know what, like, an angel by the name of Niall had taken command. Niall himself would fall in battle against the Shadowfell, but not before buying enough time for a group of heroes to end the crisis.
Well, I'm not sure what to make of this. It's informational. I'm not certain it's gonna help us in our expedition. And I hand the book over to Coley. If you wanna take a look through it yourself, love, and I won't lie, it's a little drab as far as reading goes. Maybe you'll pick something up that I haven't. For what it's worth, there's a name in there that rings a bell for me. I can't truly explain where I know it from, but I know it. I need to ask out of character because it's low-key tearing me up inside. Does if I would have said respect me to the lock one more time right before I snipped it, would it have opened?
No, but there
Okay.
was. I mean, like I said, there were a handful of ways to go about that.
I literally feel so
And you
bad.
killed it.
Stop. I'm actually
Welcome
upset
to
with
the club.
myself. I feel
Welcome
really
to the club.
bad.
You're a murderer.
You guys literally have killed and stole, and this is where you draw your line? Is murdering a
We
book
didn't
that could
kill
not
Yeah.
even tell
An
if it was
innocent
sentient?
book. It was
That's
an innocent
worse.
book.
It was an innocent lock, but yes.
It wanted to live.
I know.
It-
I feel bad. Stop. I literally
No,
feel
no.
bad. Please stop
You
bullying
asked-
me. I'm
You
actually
asked so many
upset.
questions.
It did
and then
not
you
say it wanted to live. It said it did not say it wanted to die. There is a middle ground there where it's unsure
am
of the
so
concept
upset.
of death.
It was shaking so bad at the end.
I am so
Absurd.
upset.
Oh my god, why is this? This is where you guys draw the line, is a book?
Yeah. Yes,
That
because
book didn't do anything wrong.
it's knowledge too. It helps the world more than
Y'all are gonna make
humans
me
even.
cry. Please stop. I'm literally... Titus is literally upset right now. Please stop bullying me. I might cry. I'm super
It was
sad
one
about...
of a kind.
Ice! I'm going to cry! I'm not joking! Stop! Please!
That's okay. I'm
Okay,
pretty used to
okay,
genocide
guys.
too.
Alright, so
Alright.
I handed over the book to Coley and asked if she could glean anything that would be useful to the expedition for us.
Will do. I'll read a little more into it. Is there anything in particular you want me to keep an eye out on? It seems like you were rather taken aback by something.
The name that I recall is Torugel. I'm not sure why. I had a life or death experience in that library.
I thought nothing happened.
Yeah,
No, nothing happened. But
No, nothing happened. But I mean,
nothing happened. But
that
that happened. And as that didn't happen, I had a flashback of
He didn't have a flashback because nothing happened.
Yeah, I didn't have a flashback of something I didn't remember, and I didn't recall the name Torgal popping into my head during the flashback that I didn't have. I'm done talking like that. You understand what I'm saying, Coley. You're smarter than most of us. But yes, that name peaked in my mind, and for some reason, I now know it. Other than that, any information, it was at your behest that we got the book. We're just looking for information that could better prepare us for this expedition to out of our leave, and so we're not likely to die exploring the outskirts of what is half Shadowfell, half Material Plane.
Right. Yeah, I'll I mean that was my prime concern in the first place, making sure you guys don't get imploded. That being said, I'll keep an eye out.
I'd be careful about... I only read that book in a place safe from prying eyes. I'm not sure if you saw the news. Something didn't happen in the library.
Wasn't us.
It wasn't us because nothing happened, but the news says it does. I don't want to see you get in any trouble, is the long and short of it. So be careful and keep us informed. There were, for the most part, the three of us, Little Red, the anti-babysitter, and myself. Don't ask what that means. I don't know what it means myself. Are staying in this hotel. This is my room. Rail over there has a shop. May's family shop. Is that what it's called? I can't remember.
Just Maze.
Just May's. May's shop. She's a crafter of sorts, and that's where you can find her should you need her. Be safe and get back to us with what information you think is important, I suppose. Do you have anything else for us?
No, that's it for now. Is there any reading you'd need me to do for you? She says, looking over to her.
Before I forget, as discreetly as you are able to, could you make a delivery for us? It's nothing inherently bad. It's to one of your fellow professors. Al will go and collect the books from the people who own them, and there's gonna be 2 copies of one book, one worn in common and one new in a more specific language. And he's gonna gather all the books from everyone and hand her 5 books in total. This is for your lovely Loxodon, who didn't give us access to the library.
Okay, alright.
Two birds, one stone. Whenever you can get it to him, it's just we want to hold up our part of the bargain, you know?
Of course.
The book I have, The Nature of Shadows in the Fell, is that one that we wanted or one that the Loxodon wanted?
That was the lock one. That was the lock one.
So I no longer have that?
Correct. Coley has it in her hands.
Okay. I just want to make sure to clear out my inventory.
Yes.
So not the books that we grabbed for ourselves?
Shit. Let me see if that's in...
We can just say that the books that we gathered, we just give to Coley.
It was the 3 books that we gathered for the librarian.
So I want my picture book with the pop-up pictures.
No, you can keep it.
Yeah, we're keeping our books.
Oh, okay, there.
I'm sorry. It was only a total of 3 books. And there's 2 copies of... I think it's Fantabulous Beasts and Where to Slay Them. It doesn't matter. There's 2 copies of one of the books. One's in common. The other is in Infernal or something. So there's 4 books in total, plus the 5th of the Shadowfell's book that Coley has and is going to read.
Okay.
Am I making this too complicated? I apologize.
No worries. I'll be sure to take a look-see.
Appreciate you.
Of course. Once again, thank you so much for, all helping out with this. I have been meaning to get my hands on this book even before any of this. So it's nice to have gotten some help here.
Cully, when you casted detect magic earlier, did you detect magic within the book? Just they cast magic on a lock. They animated the lock. A thought popped in my head. Is there any chance there might have been a magic that would let her track the book and possibly track it to you? Did you detect a secondary magic within the book? I'm just simply concerned for your safety.
Oh, well, that's much appreciated, but she kind of like shivers. I hadn't thought about that.
Well, no, she would have felt it when she cast detect magic, is what I'm assuming.
Unless it was hidden somehow.
You can hide magic like that.
Nistul's magic aura.
One more time.
Nistul's magic aura. It's a spell that like masks a lot of like scrying and divinity type magic.
Okay, that's meta knowledge.
Yeah. This is not something.
No. I know. I said that was mostly to myself.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, I'm just. Be cautious. I don't want to see you get in trouble. You know.
No, of course, and definitely not. Definitely goes both ways.
If you happen to have the power to cast it, it probably wouldn't hurt to just cast a simple dispel magic on the book itself.
Like you refused to do earlier?
Yeah, I killed.
As I was saying, Corley, it might help if you have the ability to do so.
I may have to take a long rest in order to recharge my spell slots, but I'll keep that in mind.
Alright. You take care.
What are spell slots?
What are spell slots?
Are spell slots actually an active thought? Guy,
No,
no.
Is Coley metagaming?
Coley's a metagamer.
Okay. I was curious, like, I didn't know, like, do you just say you're tapped out, or is it like an awareness thing?
I think it's a tapped out thing. Just
Okay.
like I don't know if I can handle anymore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like MP usage, like you feel your mana is drained or some sort. Okay.
It's comparable to like there's a real world theory of like spoon theory, where like you only have a set amount of spoons per day, and then these spoons are like able to be dedicated to each task. Those I feel like are like comparable to spell slots and vice versa.
Right. Well, I have a few things to do. So, would you like? You probably wouldn't. Wisteria, could you get somebody other than Austin to drive her back, please?
He's the lackey lad.
Please.
I can
Please.
I can
for
get
her
someone
sake.
else, yes, but I cannot guarantee that they will be as
Any better?
vocal. I hate to say this, I did roll a 3 again, but I'm gonna re-roll it. Austin's done enough today. Fuck this D20 or fuck this D10. Why am I rolling D10s? 6. That is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that is going to be Ogbo, who is a female hobgoblin.
Ooh, okay.
Female.
So, you summon forth a hogbo, who is the
Just
chef
Hogbo.
of the restaurant, or at least has been training to take over as head chef. And Ogbo goes, "Oh, hey, boss. I've been meaning to catch up with you, touch base, But it's nice that we managed to connect here. So what? You want me to whack her?
No. I just want you to take her back to the university. That's all.
Oh.
We mean
okay,
that
I
literally.
see.
There's no innate meaning.
Yes. There's no
Get
sleeping
into
with
a
the fishes.
vehicle. Let Miss Coley step into the car. Drive her safely to the university, and let her step out of the car. That's it. Nothing else. If you hurt her or do anything nefarious, I will kill you.
Hey,
No.
be nice to them. Be nice to Ogbo. She's doing her best.
I'm not being mean. I'm giving her a fair warning.
You're fine, Ogbo. Just please politely take Miss Coley back to the university.
Oh, sure, of course.
Miss Coley, if you'd like to walk, that's fine too. I figured I'd just offer.
She kind of like licks her fingers and like combs her hair back when she looks at Coley. She goes, you're riding with me,
No.
huh?
Ogbo, I will fire you. I've been your boss for 20 minutes. I will fire you, please.
Damn. damn, one change in leadership and everything just goes on. She
Oh
like
my
starts
God,
mumbling
okay.
away. Like,
Oh my god. Okay, we'll reconnect when you get back, okay?
okay, sure. And she like walks away.
Do we, above board, do we like this, me slowly revealing the staff members, or do you guys want all
Oh,
the
that's
information
perfectly
now?
fine. No, I enjoy it.
Okay, cool.
I'm
So,
curious,
prefer it.
but I'd prefer to find out randomly whenever you
okay,
roll.
so far the ones you have met have been Tembo, who I named instantly, Austin, and Ogbo. So far you've met Gnome, Dwarf, Hobgoblin. And I have some kobolds, some halflings, a few other gnomes and dwarves, and a single goblin.
Right, Cody. So be safe and catch up with us when you can.
Yeah, and you too. Make sure not to get into too much trouble now.
We'll do our best. It has a habit of finding us.
Ain't that the truth?
Right.
That being said, all right, and she like walks away.
Well, I personally have a lot on my mind, but I don't want to bore you all with the details. Walden, Ryle, Wisteria,
Yep.
what do you fellas want to do? What's on your mind?
A lot of paperwork.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
do I have that power, or do I gotta do something for that still?
What power?
Reaching the 5th level, I have access to something from a fighter tree.
Oh yes. You technically have access to it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's it called? Like if it comes down to comes up in combat, you have access to it. But there is something that I want to try to do with you soon.
Okay, I won't use it as a funny right now. Okay.
I mean, okay. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna DM you something.
Oh.
Ryle, how about you?
Oh, actually, wait. Did Cal the smart girl already leave?
Yes.
The other
Yes,
one, the other
yes.
smart girl.
Cody's gone.
Damn it, I was also gonna
Darn
ask
it.
her for something.
Darn, I was gonna give her a piece of paper that I can't read.
I was gonna see if I can't get my Mark of the Watcher removed, but I don't think she would know how to do that.
What if you dispel it?
I considered it, but I don't want to accidentally dispel, one of my other magic items.
Wait, no, I don't. Wait, is that how it works?
I mean,
Dispelling is like temporary.
no.
The spell
they
is
usually,
not temporary, no.
It ends whatever effect is there.
Wait. Like if you dispel, if you dispel a spell, spells tend to have a duration.
If you dispel a spell, it goes away permanently.
Correct. Yes.
If you dispel a magic item, if it's powerful enough, it will stop being magic entirely.
Correct.
That sucks.
Ryle?
Yes.
What do you want to do, love?
That'd be.
Well, think there's anything we need to do before we head on this expedition?
Well, I'm asking about you. I have a few things I need to do today, but I have a few people I need to talk to. Y'all can come along if you'd like. Meet some people I know. But I wanted to know what you folk want to do before we do that.
I've got this picture book to read.
I've got my journal to read.
I suppose I could put things to right at the shop.
Alright. So.
I've got this chancla.
Okay, I mean. Well then, once again, I just want to clarify. You actually don't know how to read, right?
I mean, maybe he's just subconsciously not that like he has the capabilities, but he's like subconsciously not allowing himself to.
He's dyslexic.
Maybe it has something to do with the thing he's got going on.
That's
I mean,
fair.
listen, there's no shame in not knowing how to read. Opal,
Actually,
my Final Fantasy character, can't read.
Dolek. Oh, sorry, not Dolek. Walden. Since Coley left, you hold up the piece of paper, and almost like something that's happened to you before starts happening again. Like the letters seem like they're doubling, like almost like they're like in two places at once.
Is he just like fucking nearsighted? Or
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe he doesn't need glasses this whole time.
No. You've tried glasses before. You know,
Oh yeah.
you took them off some motherfucker that you like slaughtered, but
What?
like
Well, that doesn't help you. They're not a prescription.
They're magic glasses. They work for anybody.
That would be amazing if that was a magical item that actually existed.
Is it? Mr. DM, those exist.
Yes.
That could actually be
Uh,
a really good, like, common magic item, just like glasses of seeing.
That always work no matter what prescription you need.
That's
I'll
actually
invent them.
that's a really
sell them.
good item.
once again, people underestimate how much like how convenient magic would like actually make shit, especially like if mixed with like
Jotted by those. I
Water
have to get new
flasks that never
glasses every 2 years.
Yeah, definitely keep that one
Yeah.
written down, Tully. That's actually a really good idea.
I would buy those in a heartbeat.
I would buy those in a
oh
heartbeat.
bro,
You
me
kidding
fucking too. Me fucking too.
God, I still need to get my new glasses.
So
Oh my
seeing
God.
double. Seeing double,
Yes.
that's not good.
No,
Are you-
no, it is not.
Am I drunk
you-
still?
Are you seeing double or are you reading double?
Wait a minute.
Like, is it just the
Walden,
text
what,
that's
what are you
doubled?
holding? What's that?
Oh, I got it from the. I got it. Why did I get it? I remember there. I remember in the alleyway of the god alleyway, and then afterwards I met that that one girl that was a female. I forgot her name.
Okay.
I'd argue most girls are female.
The female one that made me kill that one that didn't make me hired me for that one guy.
So, you have a doubt. Do you need help with it?
Right now I'm having issues reading it.
Al walks over and peeks over Walden's shoulder to try and
Wait.
read.
Hopefully it's eligible for non-eldritch type being.
Is it in a language I can read, Dust, or is it incomprehensive scribblings?
It's in some like absolutely gorgeous and meticulous and like the most neat common handwriting you've ever seen in your life.
God. Walden. It says. I'm not even gonna try and make fun of him, so I'm literally just gonna read what it says to him.
So it literally says like, what's it called? Your man is one of the head priests at the local temple of Manon. 2 blocks down, and then an address.
An address.
Well, looks like you have business at Manon. Wisteria, what are you doing? I don't want to leave you behind for all the boring work. Do you want to come along with us to our errands? Do you have errands you want to run yourself? Rail, the same question. Do you want to go off by yourself, or do you want to come along with us? Do you have errands to run? I heard there might be a material market coming through town that might behoove you for some crafting. I'm not sure if it's in town or not, but I know you're a crafter. If it's, you might want to look into seeing if that's around.
I mean, I can come with. I'm sure. I can't fill out any paperwork until the Pikes are in my name anyway, so for now I'm actually kind of good, I think.
That sounds right to me.
I trust Grumbo.
Is that wise?
Yes, very.
Is it though?
Yeah, where are we heading? Just temple?
Eventually, there's a place I need to go first, actually. 2, possibly. Dust, about the item we were talking about once upon a time, is that affirmatively in a location I can obtain it, or not yet?
If that's the item that I think you're talking about, yes, it is in a location you can get it. If it's the item that I'm thinking of.
Okay, so it's in existence. It's dawned on me. I could use a little bit more equipment, so I'd like to make a stop at Wizards. I'm sorry, Rail. I'd love to buy from you, but you don't have any items.
I mean, are you looking for a magic item or just an item?
No, a magic item. I'm a little lacking at the moment.
Actually,
I was in a rough spot a little bit ago, and I've had the majority of my items taken, so I need to resupply, and I'd like a little bit more equipment, so I need to make a pit stop at Wizhards, if you guys
I do
wouldn't
too,
mind
actually.
accompanying me.
He owes me
And-
that cloak of graviturgy.
This is true, I remember you talking about that. And
Has it been a week?
Graviturgy?
I
Yeah,
personally-
way like the second or third session, I
Yes.
there was a cloak that
he
I haven't
commissioned a
got.
cloak. I also... There's somebody I need to see at the Temple of Desna. It's, they're a friend of mine I need to talk to. And I suppose... Little Red, actually, I certainly need you there for that.
You need me where specifically? Desna?
I need you with me when I go to Desna, yes.
Why?
I need you. We can talk about that there.
Okay, Dust, is there like... Since I'm like on the steps to becoming the leader of the Pikes, are there any like... I only have 500 gold. Am I able to get more money before we go if we're gonna stop at Wizard?
I can loan you some.
Well, I'm asking about from the Pikes' coffers, so to speak, I guess.
Oh yeah, cause
It's
Yeah,
not
you can-
robbing if I'm the boss.
You can.
Put that in quotes right now. That goes in quotes right now. Right now.
I'm not doing it. Someone else has to do it for me. I'm not doing it.
That's fantastic.
In my defense, I don't necessarily mean that. I mean, like, I'm not even thinking like embezzling. Just like the boss gets paid the most. That's
Wisteria, the hyper capitalist.
eat the rich.
I didn't intend to do this. You kept throwing it at me like, "Hey, Wisteria, you should be the leader of the Pikes." I'm like, "Oh no, it should be Grumbo," and then you just keep throwing it at me. I don't have a fucking choice here.
I wasn't. I was
Oh, no.
actively giving you a choice.
I'm teasing. You're fine.
Think of the benefits. Like right now.
The benefits: I could get murdered and my soul turn into fucking
But you could also
ratty
get
ass
rich.
blanket. What was that?
But you could also get rich.
Alright, so what were you saying, Dust? I might be able to get some money off the Pikes.
You should probably go talk to Grambo about that.
Is he still here?
Yeah, he's most likely in the office.
What if you have somebody really persuasive come with you to help out?
I'm good at persuasion. Yeah, so y'all head downstairs. I'll talk with Grumbo right quick and rejoin you.
Yeah, I'll be waiting at the entrance. You two, come along.
I can. Okay.
Okay.
You say you don't say you can lead yourself. You thought you could lead yourself and then you woke up in an alley.
I don't know what happened. Okay, I was there, and then I was in a trash can. I think. I remember the drink, right? The lobotomizer. And it was
Do you
the
still
best
have
thing.
the bottle of whatever that was? I feel like Al might want to analyze that.
It's a mixed drink.
Oh.
Yeah, you get it at the bar. Wait, was it at the hotel? Were they serving it there?
Do a history check.
Oh boy, I
With
love history.
disadvantage.
Wow, I'm being. Okay, let's see.
I'm kidding. I can't make that decision.
History. I haven't used. I don't think I've ever used history yet. Oh, there you are. +0. Good job.
That's pretty neutral.
It could be negative.
Oh, that's
It's
a
negative
3.
for me.
3.
That sounds about right.
Wait, hold on. What's Walden's intelligence?
Just new like 10.
Mine's a 9.
I mean,
Walden
I guess
is
it's
smarter
not.
than Wisteria. That is the best news I've heard all night.
I'm
Maybe
There's
yes,
different types of intelligence.
I'm wiser
Yeah.
than all of you combined.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Not really.
I meant to ask you earlier, sister. What's your passive perception now?
19.
Oh shit! I thought mine was high. I'm at 17.
Big-
Jesus.
Okay.
Dick.
It's because
So-
I have expertise in perception.
Gotcha.
All right, guys. Hold on here. So, let's just get back to it real quick. We don't want to
Yes.
spend too much longer just mucking about. So, what's it called? You go to talk to Grembo, who's currently like knee deep in one of the largest piles of paperwork you have ever seen. You are not envious. And with that, he is wearing glasses, like reading glasses when you walk in, which he like removes once he like sees you come in. He's like, Wisteria, what can I do for you?
I don't think I actually want to bother you. You seem very busy.
No, come on. I always got time for, a friend and our leader. What do you need?
So I was hoping to see. I know the Pikes are still like we're working with weird money right now, but I'm hoping to get a little bit more equipment. I'm wondering if we have any money set aside for that sort of thing.
He grimaces slightly.
That's why I didn't want to.
Weird is underselling it a bit.
Which is precisely what we don't need to worry about it. We've got enough on our plate right now. I don't need a new fancy gun. I'm fine.
Really rocking that persuasion check right now.
Well,
I'm trying to undo this.
I know. I'm just making a joke.
well, I mean, I don't know if we can really spare much money here, but rest assured, as soon as we start turning a profit again, I'm sure we'll start having a bit more of a chance to give you a bit of a payday here.
Yeah, no problem. Like it is not a worry at all. Leave some of that paperwork for me. I'll try to take care of it later tonight when I'm in my rest time.
No. I'm sure I'll finish it all before fourth bell here.
Buddy, you're buried in it.
That'd be some magic way of doing it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave you to it then. Okay.
Very well. Very well.
And I head out because I don't want to ask for money when this man's clearly very fucking high strung right now.
Yeah, he's pretty high strung. Give me
Realistically,
1 second.
he's running this place, not me.
Just for clarity, we're going to be making a pit stop at Wizhards and then the Temple of Desna, and possibly after the Temple of Manon. Just for clarity.
I have 500 gold, and I need to think if there's a magic item that's worth that much that I would even want.
Sell one of your old guns.
Buy the rat ball gun.
I mean, I don't really use the Scarlet Magnum that much anymore, but it is fun.
We could do the old-fashioned way and do some some side jobs that totally aren't, criminal activity.
1 second here. Hold
Who are you
on.
and what do
I
you do
gotta
with
send out a
Walden?
text real quick.
Take your time, boss.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we can go beat up some bad
Alright,
people
you're
somewhere.
you already cut off.
No, I can hear him.
No, I'm telling him you're like we can
Oh.
go beat up. No.
I'm gonna use this time to get more carrots. I'll be right back.
It's okay. You may not be into beating up, but reading a book, that's okay.
Ice.
So
Ice.
I'm saying we could bring the book to a temple and we
No.
could
Revive
resurrect
it.
the
No,
book.
Nalia.
Wait.
It's not a
no.
book. The book's
She's
not
gotta-
dead. I don't know if you guys realize this or not. It was the lock, not the book.
No.
I don't
We're
know if
not
you're
bringing
mess-
that book. We're reviving the book. That's the new mission.
The book wasn't dead. We don't
No.
have the book or the lock.
But we'll bring the
Coley
book
took
back
both of
anyway.
them.
You agree with me, right? We gotta save the book.
Yes, we're saving the book.
Fucking chases after Coley's car. Wait!
That book had his life ended too early.
That
We gotta
book was
bring
my
it.
father.
When we see Coley again, we're taking that book with us.
Oh, probably.
Cause it's
Good.
wait.
And then we're
what
gonna
about
revive
mending? Could we have mended it?
Could have mended it. It wouldn't have returned it to life because it'd be considered. It's either dead and a non-living entity, or it's alive and therefore could not be mended. As in, you can't mend a living person's arm back onto them. But if they're dead, they're a corpse, which means they're an item, which means you can mend them.
Wait, okay. I'm thinking of SpongeBob, where they are drying out and then they turn into a actual sponge and starfish.
Well, so what if you killed someone? So let's say their arm got chopped off. So you kill them,
Let's
you
not
mend
say
their
that,
arm,
actually.
and then you take them to a temple and resurrect them. Do they get their arm back?
If
If
it's
you
a
do
true
a true
resurrection,
resurrection,
their arm
yes.
actually would grow back, so you would just have 2 arms. They'd have an extra arm now.
Okay,
Or rather, an arm would
this
not
is
be
like
attached.
you're going into like a traditional D&D like philosophy here. Like this is like Aristotle level bullshit. But yes, the short answer is yes. It would actually work.
I just squeezed Caesar dressing all over my fucking hands. God damn it.
By the raw, the answer is yes.
Okay, good to know.
Congrats, you guys can now commit murder even less efficiently.
Wait, what do you mean? I mean, yeah.
Or more efficiently, depending on how you look at it.
If you're removing limbs, I think it's inefficient.
It's sending a message.
To who?
The arm.
To arms
The
and legs
arm.
everywhere. You're not as attached as you think you are.
What are you, Magnus
Cool.
Burnsides with your arm theft?
To arms, brothers.
2 arms, brothers.
Right to bare arms. Literally. I'm
There's-
using arms. as
Anyway,
weapons.
Are we gonna attach the arm to a bear?
Possibly.
Yes.
It's all part of
Wait,
our
that's-
new anti-babysitting campaign.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's a great idea, though.
Kill
bears.
both the bear and the person. Bend the arm onto the bear. Resurrect the bear.
You're a genius. Wait, it's like you could like grab like a think of like Fallout, the Death Claws, when they had like those massive like.
No, because
Danger.
mending
I think-
has to return something to its original state. You can't mend a human arm onto an arm that was not connected to that creature already.
it is not a Gary's Mod weld tool.
No,
Oh,
it is
so you
not.
can't just weld
Mending-
any arms to anything.
No, hey. You gotta remember, the first rule that supersedes all other rules.
The rule of
Fun.
cool.
Yeah, whatever is the best is, and it's gonna happen.
Breast is best.
Yes, breast is the best.
The number 1 rule is that the rules don't matter if it's funny.
Who needs to speak common?
Apparently not Walden.
Not Walden. I guess he speaks it, he just doesn't read it.
I look at it and I'd see double letters. I don't know how to explain it. My brain just works differently.
I think you're dyslexic, bro.
I don't even know what that word means.
I think you need some Adderall or something. I don't even know. What helps dyslexia? Does anything help dyslexia? No, nothing helps dyslexia, does it?
I don't
Hey guys, are we
know.
playing D&D?
No.
Dust is currently doing junk. That's why we're...
No,
Okay.
I am good to go. Apologies.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought we were still waiting on you. I'm sorry.
I thought this entire time we were just talking stupid, waiting for Dust to be like, hey, let's get back to the thing.
Apologies.
He's regretting his life choices.
No. I was having fun, like letting you guys commiserate, like multiple different types of war crimes and like,
Yeah, I
just wanna
think we were
point
getting
out,
into
it is-
necromancy there.
I want to point out, it is not a good thing when the chaotic neutral goblin rogue is the least chaotic member of the fucking party, with all of you doing your organ harvesting, whack necromancy bullshit.
Wait,
Excuse
you're
you.
chaotic neutral.
I'm getting potion ingredients. Bugger off.
Cool, you're committing a felony.
Your existence is a felony. Piss off.
Wait, but are we all chaotic?
No. I think Al is true neutral. I never actually said his alignment. Or chaotic neutral.
I mean, this part does feel pretty chaotic, but I'm not sure if it's.
I was actually looking at that, like, just before the session, like, I need to figure out what his actual alignment is. He's either true neutral or chaotic neutral. He is definitely not lawful neutral.
All right.
Dust, you can take the stage. Apologies, friend.
oh, sorry. I'm trying to like coordinate a fucking delivery with this dude.
Are you doing work during D&D?
No.
What delivery? Like I thought you meant, like, for your job or whatnot.
I think he's delivering a line.
Yeah,
a line of fucking fire moss.
It's not lines. They don't do it with lines. Okay, it's
Sorry,
clump.
It's kind of like crack.
it's literally snus. It's literally snus.
That's a little snus of you, dude.
Pretty snussy.
A mogus. Okay, so
About to give
alright,
you
getting
some
back to it.
snussy.
I'm getting back to it. Apologies.
We're one Among Us joke for me killing everyone in this lobby and then myself.
Okay. So the plan currently is to go to Wizards, yes?
Wizards, Temple of Desna, then Temple of Manan.
Oh Jesus Christ, okay. Alright, hold on.
If we get that
I-
far.
I may have to go to get a monster for Wizard. That being said,
Oh, sorry. You gotta be pretty unique with him.
yeah. Also loud. So, all right. You guys walk out, and as you're walking out, Al, in a rather serendipitous case of deja vu, you run into someone. On your chest, looking down, you see this bundle of, like, gray pink hair with a strange fin-like ears sticking out. This older, like, kindly older lady goes, "Oh, I'm so sorry, dearie."
Oh, it's you. You have the bakery, don't you?
I do indeed. She
I've
like
been meaning to
what's it called? Has like holds up her basket. Would you dearies be interested in some muffins or maybe some cookies today?
A muffin sounds lovely. How much will it be, dear?
Oh no. Don't you worry about that. She like takes out like a little like paper wrapped baking paper wrapped muffin tied together with like a little bow and hands it to you. And she as well takes some one and hands it to each of the party. Oh no, these are on the house. I'm actually here to deliver them to dear old Mr. Luca. Is he around?
You might have to give it to one of the workers here, and they'll bring it up to him, love.
Yeah, he's a bit preoccupied right now.
Big business and all that.
Busy man.
Very busy.
Well, okay, I'm quite sure he is. Being so important and all. Well, okay, dearie. You take care, okay? And she scampers on away.
Before you leave, I didn't catch your name last time, love.
Oh, don't you worry about that. Just call me Granny Tender. That's what everyone calls me.
Granny Tender, like chicken tender without the chicken?
Yes, like what's it called?
I was just making sure I heard right.
Jesus is tender and mild. That implies the existence of a crunchy and spicy one type of tender.
All right, Granny.
You just said words, and I
did not fully comprehend the words you said, so I'm going to ignore them. Actually,
I probably did.
All right, Granny Tender. You take care now. As she's walking away, does she walk like an old person?
Yeah, she kind of like shuffles. Like she's very clearly like shuffling and struggling up the stairs.
Okay.
Like in hindsight, you should have probably helped her up.
Wow.
Can I roll an insight check to see if she's faking that?
Wow.
If she's faking, I'm curious if she's faking her gait.
Go for it.
Wow.
That's a dirty 20.
Okay.
A flaccid 20?
No, that is a what's it called? A flaccid 20.
Yes.
That is a like old lady.
Okay.
Wow.
Alright. Well, to his house we go, yes?
Sure.
Who takes a bite of the muffin first?
Wisteria.
I eat the whole thing in one bite.
How big is your fucking mouth?
You
When I think muffins, I
underestimate-
think literally like
Well,
fucking big, man. Like I don't think small muffins when I think muffins.
Listen, who you can tell me that my mouth isn't big enough to fit the whole thing?
Yeah, no,
Well,
this,
Roger knows how to eat all our food in one bite.
No, I was thinking like cupcake sized.
no. These are like
Like
the
softball
size
size.
the size of Wisteria's head. These are for sale. You know?
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
fucking! I didn't think they were
Okay,
that
okay.
big. Holy shit!
Okay. It takes 2 bites then.
I thought softball size, not fucking basketball size.
Jesus Christ, this muffin's gonna keep me fed the whole day. This is bigger than my stomach. I happily take a bite into it. It's like putting my face into a cake. Just like comical.
You have actually put your head into bigger things than that before.
Hey yo.
moving on. Oh,
What do you
wait,
mean?
no.
Moving on. You asked a question.
No, I didn't.
You asked who ate it first.
Oh, well, no. I was saying moving on from you putting your head into bigger things.
Okay. I thought you were
God, it
trying to
was
move on from the whole
poison.
situation.
No, but I just remembered Wisteria accidentally almost got eaten by a fucking homunculus. And that's probably what he meant.
Oh. Oh shit. When you're right, boss.
Right, so we make our way to Wizhards. Unless, yes, that is our goal. You walk with purpose to Wizhards.
I want my cloak.
Okay, so getting to Wizhard's place, mercifully, the building is there currently.
I was curious.
About time.
That being said, you managed to just kind of walk on in for the first time, like with no issue, no worries, and Wizard's just kind of standing, or like the building is completely empty, except for a single lone desk, and Wizard is like in a business suit with like very official looking glasses and like a tie and everything, just kind of going over some ledgers. This man is about to burst out of this fucking like suit. It is like actually like ludicrous.
Like he looks stressed, or like it's a small suit, like tight suit.
His muscles are too big.
Very big.
Oh right,
muscle.
I forgot he was fucking hard.
Yep.
He's not just hard, he's whiz.
He's a whiz at being hard. Ugh. Anyway,
Who's gonna talk to him
Wizard! How you doing, mate?
Oh, we have set price.
Oh, it's you again. Well, welcome back to my humble abode. Oh, what brings you here today?
I'd like to, peruse your magical items, see, what I could buy.
Oh, he licks his finger and like flips a page to like the next page of his ledger. Oh, do you now? Well, what exactly are you here? You got anything in mind, or are you here just to browse?
A little bit of both. I wouldn't mind, a magical object. But, no, tell me what you've got. Dust, I'm not trying to, like, make you explain. I just don't know how to explain the item.
You seem like someone with a rather explosive personality.
I literally jumped. I'm not kidding. I literally jumped.
Okay. Well, good, yes. I see that you're very easily startled as well. That's a shame. Well, in any case, I believe I have just the thing for you. He opens a drawer, sticks his hand in, and pulls out a small flute-like object. It fits like comfortably in the palm of your hand. Like the entire length of this object fits perfectly within the palm of your hand. And he goes, "This is a tonette, kind of like a flute, just a little smaller." As he laughs, he strokes his a mighty beard. It has been known to amplify certain musical or theatrical types. Here, allow me to demonstrate. He like puts it up to his mouth, and does like a little quick like Ocarina of Time style like rhythm minigame, and he starts just levitating like 3 feet in the air.
Wait, Dust. He needs to roll a DC.
A DC.
Who do you think's currently bound to it?
There's no way he's bound to all the items in his shop. That's my only thought.
He's a very good arcanist.
Okay. I just wanted to see him fail. Ignore me, I'm sorry.
Yes, well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, sure. He takes 2d4 psychic damage, and he goes, ooh.
I feel better.
But, that's not all. For you see. And he, like, spins it around once more and plays a quick little note, a very, almost like sharp note this time. Like a quick... And as he does, out of the other end of the tonette, some sparkles start kind of coming out. And he goes, huh. Well, I assure you, normally it does work. But I'll let you be the judge of that. And he takes what's it called, the, like, a mouthpiece that he was using, tosses it, once again, like, sticks his hand into the thing, pulls out a new one, and puts it in.
We lost Tom.
Yeah, it was Samantha, yeah.
Did he toss me a mouthpiece, basically?
Yeah, he took a brand new mouthpiece as well as the tonette.
Okay. Right, and, certainly fascinating. How much did this cost me? The circa di Sally?
Do you know, I have many great memories with that instrument. And he like looks off into the distance, all distant and pensive. 2,000 gold.
You can afford
How about 1,600 gold, and I'll give you the sack of diamonds I've got.
He strokes his beard. May I see that?
So, and I hand him the small sack.
He kind of like holds it in his hand, weighing it up, and like tossing it up and down for a bit. He goes, 1,700 gold and a firm handshake. I keep the diamonds.
1,600 gold and the diamonds, and a firm handshake.
1,650.
He didn't say the firm handshake that time.
And we create our own secret handshake for next time.
Oh no.
1,625, the diamonds, and the firm handshake that we create.
Okay. You drive a hard bargain. 1,400. 2 bags of diamonds, a firm handshake, a secret handshake, and I get to keep a small red one.
No.
Me?
We're gonna backtrack. 1,625.
I'm worth a lot more than 200 gold.
I don't think she's for sale.
Yeah, also that.
1,625, the bag of diamonds, and a firm and secret handshake. I think it's a fair offer.
You got yourself a deal. And as he goes for the handshake in Rail, Wisteria, and Walden, in your head, you hear a Wishard message directly into your head, sucker.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Can I insight check to try to figure out what the fuck he means by that?
Huh?
I don't understand why we're a sucker.
No, not you.
He's a sucker.
Yeah, no, it's he's talking about Al.
Oh, okay.
He is a pretty big sucker.
I thought he was calling us suckers.
I was literally just fighting for a lower price on principle.
Doing anything with Wishard.
Should I roll sleight of hand for how cool the handshake is?
You know what? Yeah, sleight of hand is the best one.
Oh, that's cocked. That's pretty good actually. That's a total of 22. Yeah, no, it was cocked. It was like literally resting on a book.
That's not good.
Okay.
So we slam out a super cool handshake and we say goodbye because I don't feel like spending more time with Wizard.
Okay, go for it.
What? I need my graviturgy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
He pulls out he goes, "Oh, young Mr. Walden." And he pulls out an envelope
Yeah, it's
and hands it to you.
Wait, an envelope. Or is that? Or is? Wait, I open it.
What's it called? Inside, you find like a folded piece of cloth that like you grab and you keep unfolding, and you just keep unfolding, and it keeps going.
It's a magic trick.
No.
I'm here for the item. Oh.
Yeah, it's your cloak.
I say I'm here for the item, not a simple magician's trick.
Oh, a simple magician. I'll have you know that I am capable of doing this. And he casts Thaumaturgy.
Why? You're a wizard. Why can you cast that?
What?
That's not a wizard spell.
Isn't it?
I don't think it is.
I'm not a wizard, so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's like a cleric spell. Wisteria wouldn't know this. Fuck.
I think above board it is.
Also,
I'm thinking of prestidigitation.
we've technically never locked in that he's actually a wizard.
It could be anything.
He's probably all classes all at once.
Thaumaturgy is apparently a cleric spell.
Interesting.
But again, we have no specification he's a wizard.
I don't know what thaumaturgy means.
He's just a whiz at being hard.
Actually,
Maybe he's just a
like,
fighter.
Yeah, you're not even sure if it was a Thaumaturgy. It could have been Druidcraft for all you know.
Wait, maybe he's a level 19 fighter, but he took one level in like a caster.
So you got your cloak.
Yep.
Rael Wizhard. As two shopkeepers of magic items, I'm putting you two to each other. I want boots of spider climbing. Which of you is willing to give me a better deal?
Oh, that is something that Rail can actually craft. You.
Obviously, I'll make it.
And how much will you charge me?
Well, how about the price of my friendship?
Works for me. Sorry, Wizhard.
Oh. Oh.
That was quick. I'm sorry.
He casts
Oh,
friends
no.
on us.
No worries at all. Young friendships are things to be cherished. And once again, he like looks all pensive and like looks away and like he almost looks sorrowful.
Hey, wizard. I can be
Yes.
your friend.
Can you?
Yeah. Us
Cool.
weirdos need to stick together.
Yes. However, weirdos should also not smell like garbage. Be gone. And he,
Wait, he took a shower. He took a shower.
It's still remnants. It was really. I didn't use soap. I just cleaned with water.
Did he
Oh,
kick
That
Bubba
feels like
Wizard?
such a Walden thing to do, though.
Character.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Fucking quality.
Did he kick
Alright.
us out of the shop then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's fine. I'll save my money for next time I can get a magic item.
I got my cloak. Everything's happy.
I wanted to buy a blunderbuss, but I don't know a good way to actually get that.
A blunderbuss.
I want a weapon where if I'm at close range of someone, I can just fucking annihilate them.
I mean, there is a mechanic for shotguns in the what I'm in. It's like
Yeah.
you get +2 to the damage when you're like within like really close range, but then you lose +2 damage. But since it's a shotgun, you're not gonna miss or
Mhm.
have this. You're not gonna have disadvantage for shooting out of range with a shotgun. But you have less damage with it. That's the mechanic that they use for a shotgun.
Yeah.
Anyways.
For now, we'll hold off.
Yes. To the temple of one of those names, I don't remember.
Okay.
Marin?
Something like that.
We're going to the Temple of Desna now.
Wait, no, I thought we were going to the
You thought
M1
wrong.
first.
Nope.
I don't know. I just know we're going to a religious place.
Wait, are you sure? I thought we were going to the one because Walden needed to.
I'm positive. We're going to the Temple of Desna.
That's
You guys
not
figure
nuts.
that?
Okay.
Yeah, Temple of Desna, we can hit
This
Manon
is
after.
above board. Did we not have a place to go to aside from that?
No, it was Wizard's, Temple of Desna, then Temple of Manon.
Okay, Manon was after.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Right, tally ho.
Just going. Well, then just follows the group.
And we make our way to the Temple of Desna.
Wisteria still is just eating her muffin.
Wait, so what is Desna again?
Desna is the Wandering Traveler.
She is
The wandering
the
star.
goddess of stars and travelers, and yeah, that's pretty much it. She's like sort of the goddess of night too, in a way.
She's kind of the goddess of the aimless, is what I see it as. Like, people who don't really have a fit place to be just meander in and find faith in her inevitability to always lose your way along the way. Is how I viewed it.
So she's homeless. Okay.
Yes, I feel like you fit right in, Walden.
I don't do well with religion.
Okay.
Couldn't imagine why.
Right. Let's get on.
Okay, so as you guys go on, everyone that ate the muffin, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, this is just the way I wanted it to be.
Al
Wisdom
didn't eat
saving
the muffin.
Perfect. I have the worst.
With
possible-
disadvantage.
Can I just guess? How do
I don't think I ate the muffin.
control? Nope. That's so.
Uh,
Good thing. 33.
Sally, if you're not sure, roll a d20, and 11 to 20 is yes, and 1 to 10 is no. If you want to make
I
it
can deal with that.
Yeah.
Because I didn't say the
Oh, wait.
muffin, but I feel like I would have.
Oh
I
wait, we
would
can
have.
roll in here.
Maybe Rael would have.
I've got my roll.
I rolled it, but I forgot we can be rolling in owlbear, so I forgot about that. Anyways, I got a critical one.
Critical
13.
one. Okay, I don't think I ate the muffin.
Okay,
I ate it so
Alright.
fast.
this presents a hilarious issue. All right.
No, the best
Okay.
part was that I was considering trying to find a way to like figure out if these muffins were bullshit, and then I'm like, no. Dust probably just wanted to have this character come back. I'm not gonna question it. Fucker.
Okay.
God forbid I
Um,
yes and you.
Al, what'd you roll?
I didn't eat the muffin.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Just me
Why
and
is it-
Wisteria.
Why is it every time there's trouble, it's always you two? You say as like both Wisteria and Walden are fucking frothing at the mouth. Like falling on the
fucking
floor.
Christ.
I imagine I'm mid-bite on another muffin, so you just like see Wisteria's face in the muffin, just like a bit of like foam kind of spitting out the sides.
Do they
Like
like
you put your,
fall?
like-
Sorry.
It's like you put your thumb over a garden hose.
I'm
Oh,
assuming.
just
Here.
Do they fall to the ground?
Yes.
probably.
The muffin cushions my face.
Al quickly rolls them on their side and tilts their head downward so they don't choke on their own vomit or tongue.
And as that happens, you hear from down the street, "My liege, we have found them."
What?
As
What?
a handful of armed men wearing unnaturally wide smiles, their smiles stretching from cheek to cheek, well past what it normally should be.
It's that movie.
Dwarves, humans, orcs, of a wide variety of them, make their way towards you.
How far away are they?
About they're about 60 or so feet at the moment.
Okay, so
But-
they're real close.
But we're gonna stop here for tonight.
Ah!
No, that's fine. I need to be up in like 6 hours anyway.
Why?
Oh, that was wrong. Please. Oops.
Me, why?
I mean, I guess it is. I always forget that I'm 3 hours behind you guys.
Yeah.
Well, I'm waking up at. Well, actually, it's 8 hours from now, give or take.
Why, you have
Just
to wake
get
up?
enough sleep.
Oh, your
Huh?
partner, that's why.
Yeah, Beck's coming by.
I
Oh, I
Yeah,
hate
was-
that gift.
I was wondering why you were going to be up at 6 a.m. for a second.
I wake
No.
up for 6 for work every day.
Yikes.
Damn it, I didn't get to meet my friend.
You met Esteban.
That's not who I wanted to meet.
Yeah, not that one.
Is Esteban not your friend?
Esteban's an acquaintance, that's not my friend. You guys
Cool, I'm
haven't
letting
met
him know that he's gonna start crying and
You
you're
don't know
gonna
that.
feel like a shitty person.
Wisteria's frothing on the ground. She can't even hear me right now, so Well, that was an interesting session. We fought with the book for an hour.
Killed it.
You fucking murdered it.